Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. I was thinking today about all of the people that are being laid off and who are experiencing redundancies or think they might be in the future. I've been on the receiving end of that before. I've also been on the giving end of that before. Neither side is fun, but being laid off has its own special set of ego hits and self-reflection and self-esteem issues that come with that. And so I wanted to give you kind of 4 quick tips of things that come top of mind when I think about layoffs, and then make you a quick offer. So number 1, I would write down my accomplishments. I would go back a year, 2 years, 5 years, whatever, and just write down a highlight, bullet points. It doesn't have to be a novel, but bullet points of like, what did I accomplish? What am I proud of? What did I do professionally that I can really stand behind? There's a benefit in doing that also as you think about changing your resume and updating it, but it's also just a benefit to writing it down and telling yourself that side of the story, because right now you're focused on the other side of the story, the layoff side of the story. So the second thing is I would build a new routine. It is real easy in these situations to be like, I'm going to put my best pajamas on and I'm going to sit in front of Judge Judy and hang out. And there is some healing that comes with that. And sometimes we need to take a break and give ourselves a little bit of a break. But also a routine is important. Like, what time are you going to get up? What is the job of looking for the next thing? And what is your routine going to be tied to that? I think that's really important. And then start really thinking. The third thing, the third thing is start thinking about your professional values. What are they? What are the 2, 3, 5 things that you would say, this is who I am and what I value, and this is what I would look for in my next company? I think that can be super, super important, and they change and morph over time. So maybe what they were a year ago is different than today, and maybe they'll be different again in a year. But there's usually some things that are pretty basic and static to who you are as a leader, as a professional. And so I would start really writing those things down and thinking about them. And then consider doing a CV, resume, LinkedIn refresh. There's so much to the art of storytelling that when we build our resume and when we put the facts out there, the facts aren't changing, but maybe how you would tell the story of that job or that role as you get further from it, you actually can recast it and say, oh, what I actually took from that was this. And maybe that's not what you wrote when you first wrote your LinkedIn profile or your CV. So those are just a few top of mind tips as you sort of sink into this new stage and start thinking about what's next. If I can be of any help, feel free to go to leahfarmercoaching.com. I have a free 30-minute consultation if you want to dive in and talk about one of these topics or just talk about what you're experiencing. That would be fine. That session's free, and then we can talk about, if you want some coaching beyond that, we can talk about that at that point. And I can tell you what that would look like in terms of pricing and what that would look like kind of for the season you're in now. If that's interesting, shoot me a message, either, like I said, either on email or go to my website and schedule a consultation. I hope you have a great Thursday, and keep your chin up.